you want to do, in the name of the Lord, don't ever wash your beauty blender with. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Mo here again. Thank you for stopping by. If today is your first time. So in today's video, as you already know, I'll be talking about brushes, beauty blenders, everything that's beauty blender, brushes, and all those stuff. Those are the things I'll be talking about in today's video. And let me start with the brushes first before we get to the beauty blender. My camera stopped recording. So the way you blend your foundation using your foundation brush, you press it in like this. I was pushing it in, I did not drag, just dabbing it in like this. This was that I applied it to get this smooth outcome. I normally go in with my beauty blender after I've used my brush, just to, you know, make sure everything is smooth. Yeah, that is what I do. Pat my foundation brush with the concealer. I want it to have the color of the concealer and just blend. I mean, most of the time with this I use beauty blender, but you can also use your brush. Just blend. I need to go in with my concealer, with my beauty blender, and just blend like that. The reason why you do this is because you do not want your beauty blender to take, you don't want it to take from your face. Like if I'm still like, it will take the concealer that I'm trying to apply. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's take the concealer I'm trying to apply away from my face. But now I'm going to go in with this brush. I'm going to use the brush to take setting powder, and I'm going to use that to set the concealed part of my face. Most brush sets, you always see this brush. You can see it is angled. Can you see it? Yeah. It is angled. It is like this. And that is why it is used for contouring, because it is angled, so it can go in. It can go into the corners very well. So it is angled, and that's it. And you want to blend in circular motion. Contour and blush brush, and I blend in circular motion for contour. Same way you did, you just want to basically these are the brushes I use for my eyes. These are all the brushes I use for my eyes, and brush to blend in my concealer. Basically, at times go in with this same brush to, you know, set my concealer if I want to. Like I think I'm going to be setting my concealer today, and I'm just going to go in with it. I use this brush as eyeshadow brush. It's big enough, so I just go in with any eyeshadow of my choice, and I first of all place the eyeshadow before I blend. Basically, I use this brush to blend in any color I'll be using as my transition color. It's very precise. So I go in with any color I want in my crease. It's very precise. So let's say I'm going in with this brown color now, my crease, and I just place it in my crease, just my crease. And can you see me? It's very precise, so I just use it for my crease alone. Any color that is going to sit in my crease, that's the only time I use this. But I just use it to blend for my brow bone. I use it to blend in my edges. This is what I use this brush for. I use that blending brush just for my edges. That is what I use this one for. I use this one to apply color on my lid. This one to apply color on my lid. It is not precise, so I just use it if I'm going for a color that I'm just putting it on my lid, because it's not precise. Mind you, if I want a precise, like if I'm doing a cut crease, I won't be using this. I'll use a flatter and a more precise brush to apply color. Don't forget, with eyeshadow, all you want to do is blend. So I went in with another blending brush and I just blended everything together. Say I'm going for a cut crease look, I'll use this one to apply eyeshadow on my lid. Just because it is crisp. This brush is what I use when I want to apply glitters on my face. So I use it to apply the glue, and I also use it to apply the glitters, the pigments, and the chunky glitter. This is what I use it for. Or a graphic liner, or I just want to turn my eyeshadow into a liner. That's what I use this for. This one. This is what I use as my contour, my nose contour. I use as my nose contour brush. This brush is angled and fluffy, making it perfect to apply contour on your nose, and that is what I use it for. It works well and it blends well. At times I use it to apply my primer, my moisturizer if I don't want to use my hand. This is what I use this one for, because it is flat. It is flat and it's just a little bit fluffy. That's what I use it for. I use this for my loose highlighter. This is what I use for it, and I use a little, and a little goes a long way. Now I think I might have applied a little too much, but is my powder brush, and I just use this with my powder and dab it in. And that is that. I just use this as my powder brush. With makeup and brushes, you do not want to brag, because once you brag, all the lines are going to be on your face, so you do not want to brag. Now I'm done talking about how I use my brushes. Now let's move to the care of the brushes. Don't you ever, I repeat, ever wash your beauty blender with a bleach. So don't you ever, whatever you want to do in the name of the Lord, don't ever wash your beauty blender with a bleach. That's all I can say. If not, it's when the tears, because mine ended in premium tears. So don't ever wash your beauty blender with it. Wash my brushes, and I decided to try them out with bleach. Why? Because I wanted to get a particular color off my brush. So I decided to wash everything with bleach. Normally I use my shampoo and morning fresh at times, but really that is what I use. I use my shampoo and that I mix it together. So I put shampoo and morning fresh on a makeup brush remover, and I just walk my brush on it, and I just scrub it on it, and that way it removes the foundation and concealer. I soaked everything for about 30 minutes.
A few moments later.
Then I went back. I noticed that, what's this black thing? I say it's bleach. Maybe something is bleaching off. Lo and behold, I went back. My beauty blender already comes to this side. How will a beauty blender go from this size to this size? And you know when beauty blenders are damped, they are really big. It is damped and it is still this one. Imagine how it's going to be when it is dried. So don't ever wash your beauty blender, your makeup brush with bleach. Just watch it with. There are brands that do cleansing soap for brushes and beauty blenders. Most of the time, those are the best things to use. That I'll try to list a few brands that I know in the description box, but don't ever try it with bleach. So that's how I wash my makeup brush and my beauty blender, and I wash it after each use. Especially now that it's corona period, you don't want to, carry something from a client's face and put it on another client's face. In fact, on my personal self, I wash my makeup brush every time. So it has already become part and part of me, that I just wash my brush every time. And please, it is very important to know that you need to take care of your makeup brushes and beauty blender. Now I've come to the end of the video. I hope you gained one or two things from the video. Please, if you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also click on the notification bell to know when next I drop a new video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.